tell us how this idea all began?
I have 4 best friends. I'm the 5th. And they were coming to visit me in Nashville. And I thought, well, there's got to be something we can do. A ceremony of best friends getting together and maybe for, 5-10 minutes of our lives sitting down and just really going into what we mean to each other. So this idea of Bestiemony came from them coming to visit. So this is one of the 4. This is Jackie. This is probably the most wild of my friends group that we've been through a lot of things together. And we were, she's the maid of honor when I got married, and just really one of my best friends in life. And there's just such a unique connection between us. Anybody and everybody that's ever met us, after a few minutes, is like, "Are you guys sisters?" We're like, "No, we're not sisters. We're just friends." But I think that we've talked about that now because we're older, and it's like, well, I think it's because in a lot of ways we raised each other in some aspect of that. That a lot of our mannerisms are the same. A lot of what we find funny is the same, and I think that really connects from that time when, we grew up in the '80s. We wanted to go somewhere. We had to figure out how to get there, and we'd spend a lot of time scheming how to get somewhere. And, it didn't matter who took us. Mm-hmm. There was none of that going on. It was just, how do we get there and how we, so we're very resourceful in that way. Like, throw a problem at us, we'll get it solved because we've got a lot of years of, trying to figure out how to go or what to do, how we wanted to get what we wanted to get done. So we figured it out pretty quickly. And we still do. We still work together very well. Mm-hmm. I mean, she had a job when I was a kid. I was there with her. If I had a job, she was there with me. Like, we grew up in a different era that was possible. So we work really well together, and this is why she's here. She's helped me. We've just made this into what it is. We've spent a lot of time. We've spent a year at least working on this. So, there's a lot of her input, a lot of my input into it. So it's a beautiful thing to have something this important in life and to create this, and then have somebody that's really your genuine best friend helping you.
What made you guys say, we're doing this? What was that aha moment?
She told me I was doing it. That's part of our friendship too.
I'm like, hey, we're doing this and you're on board, right? And she's like, yeah, of course.
Sure. Tell me what you need me to do.
I think that she just has the time and I needed the help. And, it was just a beautiful connection of those two things. It's like, well, I need this. Can you help me? And she's like, absolutely. So jump in, what can I do to help? And that's just the way it's always been. It's been that way our whole lives.
No, when she asked me to come in to do this, I was like, sounds great, but you realize I have no background in this. Like, everything I've done, I'll do what I can. I'm, like I said, 53 years old, and kids are all gone. And I'm just going to start something new. So I'm like, I guess I can help you as much as I can. I'll see what I can do. I'll go through this journey with you. She's taken this to a whole nother level in a short time too.
That's sweet. Thank you.
It's true. We all say that. We're proud of you.
So do you guys feel like you've gotten closer on this Bestiemony journey together?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we have to talk to each other all the time. And it's like, I always say that to people is like, this is our board meetings. It's like, we have to talk to each other. We're on the computers. We're taking our phones, snapping pictures of the computer screen, and then sending it to each other. You see what I'm seeing? You see that? And it's like, her husband's like, why don't you two just get on Zoom or whatever? We're like, this is how we work. Like, we snap pictures, we send it to her, and then she looks, oh yeah, I see it. And then,
we're still a little old fashioned now.
Yeah,
we're getting there.
But we do know how to snap pictures and send it to each other.
We know how to use calendar now.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We learned calendar. That was something new. But the greatest part of it is at the end of every meeting. Okay, love you too. Bye.
I think we know each other so well.
Yeah.
Like, even if she does something, like, there's things that I'll get off. I gotta do this now.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I know that.
Or I say she'll have me do something, and I'll say to my husband, I don't know why I'm doing this because I know she's gonna call me tomorrow and she's gonna hold another idea, or she's gonna say, no, we're gonna go this direction now.
I do.
And so I'm like, and he's like, well then don't. I'm like, it's just how it is. It's fine. I've known her for so long. I don't take it personally.
Yeah.
I just
Well, I think
know that's
that-
how she works. Her mind goes, and she knows she can just tell me, and if she changes it, well, then I just start over again.
Yeah.
She's not disappointed.
Well, it's a creative process, right?
Mhm.
When you're creating from nothing to something, you have to imagine, you have to sit in that space for a long time and imagine how it works and how it feels and what it's about and how that presents. And so, I do change, and God bless her, because I do that. That's for sure happened many times, but that's a creative process. And I don't, you can't make one plan and roll with it. Especially with something with no blueprint. We have no blueprint.
Mhm.
We are the blueprint. We're creating something out of nothing to mimic, really. So of course it's going to change. And God bless her, because she does put up with my change gears now, and we're moving.
But I've known you. We went through a lot. Like,
Yes.
you were asking about our friendship, like if we learned more. Like, in my mind, I just kind of felt we knew so much, you couldn't get any deeper.
Right.
You couldn't get any better.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we have. I think our patients are better with each other with it.
Yeah.
Because we would.
I think
we get a little more irritated before, but when you're doing this adventure together, it's kind of like you're learning.
You're learning, and you value each other, because I can't do it without her, and she needs. We got to feed off each other. It's important that we have that. It's a synergy between the two of us that is important in this process. So it's good. Who better to call on a best friend ceremony than your best friend? Like, what do you think about this? How would that go? So
yes, she did ask that a lot. What do you think? What do you think?
What do you think?
I get that question quite a bit.
I mean, I listen.
I'm like, let's go to the board. That's the 5 best friends.
The 5 is into the best.
Let's go to the board.
Yeah, the bestie board gets brought into it a lot. What do we think? And then, they have their own opinions. We need this rewritten. Who's here? Well, they're English. We're terrible at English, and they're very good
The
at
other 3 are
They're teachers, and one's a quarter. So, when we have to get something written correctly, we got to send it out to the bestie board, because we've got it all jacked up over here. And then we wait, and we're like, yeah, they're going to make fun of us.
They're going to make fun of us.
We take it, and we get it back, and then we go with it. We're like, well, that looked correct.
You need a period there.
Oh, what is that? That's a comma. What is that?
That's a really long sentence.
So that's why we need a bestie board.
So many different stages.
Yeah, there's like different levels of friendship. I need you differently at 20 than I do at 30. I need you differently at 30 than I do at 50.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a plan, there's a solid plan in place, and we talk about it all the time, that we're all going to the old folks home together. All of us.
All 5
of us. And none of the husbands make it.
We don't know why in our minds that's the way it is. But
We've lost them all.
They live longer than
The
men,
5 of
right?
us are going, and for whatever reason, none of them make it.
And our kids all can only visit us. They bring some certain things at the home and will not give us.
Salt, beer, and sugar.
Beer, and sugar. Oh, and wine.
Oh, wait,
And wine.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the wine.
Wine, beer, alcohol. Let's throw it at
It's the only way
alcohol.
our children will be able to visit us.
And they've been trained. We tell them, what do we got to bring? Salt, wine, and sugar.
We all
That's
have our
right.
stuff.
That's right. Because I've been to the old folks home, and that's what they cut off right away.
Each all have our own little house.
Right.
Because we kind of say we can't live like with each other. Like we love each other,
Right.
but we could not
Our
live with
space.
each other. Yeah, we all need our space.
Because we do get mad at each other sometimes.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
At least you get mad, but it doesn't last.
it'd be a bad bingo game. Something will happen, and we'll need to go into our own room.
Or the old man hit on you, and
Something will happen, and there needs to be a separation of church and state.
or someone brings someone home. Get the 80s. It's true though. We do talk about that.
We do, but and then the competition starts. Nobody wants it,
Jen's gonna
but
bring
nobody
Jen's
does
gonna
it.
bring a bad boys.
Everybody.
That won't be in there. I can just talk, right?
Yeah,
It's okay.
it's just, that's part of it.
Cool.
The bingo, and then the one guy that's there. We'll have to all fight for him, because we want to be on the winning side of that.
The bingo babe.
Bingo, babe. Whatever it is, we're there for it, and we're coming. Watch out, retirement home, or figure out where we're going. You might want to come. We got plans. You know, and I know. We have these friends, and we get older, and we do hear people lose people, and and that's just gut wrenching to us, because we've been in each other's lives for so long, that I would hate to think that I didn't say what I wanted to say. If something happened. We're all here for each other, which we are, and we're all going to be together, which we are, but that may not be forever. Bestiemonies is going to be a thing that we all do. It's something that we all want to aspire to do, and that we want to have that journey. We want to have that moment with our friends.